while, and then now he goes behind me, and then now I try to roll him, and now he sprawls, and then now I roll him over. But right here, he's gonna try to put this hook in. So I'm gonna stop that, and I'm gonna...
How'd you get in on him? Right.
Good news, everybody. I'm going to go training with Darren Till this weekend. We're going to smash it. He's going to get me started on my MMA career. Get it there, Michael!
It was they needed a title for the MSG card because
Yes.
Colby and Usman and whatnot shit happened. But look at this: Miesha Tate versus Holly Holm was the co-main event as a title fight for Diaz. McGregor won.
Right.
So that fight itself would have been fine without the belt, without the Rock, without all that kind of stuff. But it happened, and yeah, it's cool. What's gonna happen now? Is he gonna defend it? Because even the ego in me is like. What are you doing? What are you doing, Masvidal? But I mean, there's no point because are they gonna defend the belt? Are they gonna?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like Masvidal's championship caliber.
I might put some fucking spinners on this now and then do like John Cena. They call this the freestyle belt. You know, yeah.
I see what you're saying, but I feel like Masvidal is world championship.
Fuck yeah, 100%.
100%.
I've been a fan of that guy since way back.
Me
and
too.
Everyone's just finding out now. All these guys, Street Jesus. I'm like, well, I'm not a hipster. Like, I knew him before he was cool, man. Yeah, I don't want to be that guy. But I like his resurrection. I like the fact that he rebranded himself because you have to do that. I see it in movies. I see actors do it. Entertainment. You rebrand yourself, new package, and then boom. And also,
do you know
like
what
you
happened
said,
with him?
he said he went away.
He did this reality show
Yeah,
in
so
South
I
America.
haven't watched it. But he said he went away and had time to himself. Smart man.
Yeah. Well, what happened was he was on this reality show, and Dan Lambert said it was terrible experience. He's by himself all day, no phone. He had to go into the village to get food. There's no fucking food. Like,
where was the island?
I forget. Somewhere in South America. But the experience was several months, and it was a disaster. And he didn't like it at all. And then it forced him to think about where he's at, where he could be. And one of the things he was saying is like all these split decisions, and he was thinking like, why did it go that way instead of the other way? Like, why did I lose that fight instead of win it? Because there was a lot of them that are really close.
Yeah.
And he was thinking, well, maybe I could just have done a little bit more and won that fight. And then he said, why am I thinking like a fucking peasant? He goes, why didn't I just knock that
I saw
motherfucker
that.
out? And so that shift in his mentality changed. And then all of a sudden he murks Donald Cerrone, murks Darren Till, murks Ben Askren, beats the fuck out of Nate Diaz. Like, he's a different person now.
Yeah.
And now he's what he could have been.
Yeah.
He is potential realized. Like, he's
like a rebirth.
He's at 100%. He's
Yeah.
at 100% right
I
now.
agree.
Like,
I'm
you
liking
get in
what
the
he's
ring
doing,
with him.
man.
You get in the cage with that guy.
He's even thinking about boxing with Canelo.
Yes.
My man, crazy.
Yes. It was interesting.
Yeah. Fucking cajones, man. Cajones
He's
to the
got
guy.
them all. I mean, his thought is like, hey, man, I can do more than Conor McGregor did, and I'm not going to fade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can, and I think, because I watched the fight again, it's different when you watch it live. When I was watching it live, I saw Diaz coming back, and he was in the third round, and I was swinging towards Diaz, like, oh, maybe he won that round. But I watched it back, and I'm like, he had all three.
Yeah,
And Diaz was, like I said, he was coming back, but if on the scorecards, yeah, I think he already had it.
In a couple of those rounds, you could make an argument.
Conor McGregor is the one. Before this last fight, you came on here and you said you saw dollar signs there.
Yes, sir.
And but after the Diaz fight, you were eating pizza and you said that the midget didn't want you, or you didn't want the midget.
Well, to be quite frankly, he was flirting with fighting the winner when the possibility of the winner was Nate. And he kept throwing it out there, and he even made his predictions that he thought Nate was winning. Since I've won, he hasn't said a peep to address me or nothing. So I'm not a bully either. I'm not going to be one of these cyber bullies. You don't want to fight? I don't want to fight. Now, if you want to fight, I'm licking my chops. Man, we're going shopping, man. We're going to do it big, you know what I'm saying? But that dude don't want
You
that,
looked
man.
so ready for that Diaz fight. You looked completely, not that you're ever scared entering the octagon, but it seemed like you knew, this guy doesn't, he's a bad man, but he's not got the skill set that I'm going to be afraid of.
He doesn't, man. It was like, in simple terms, like I have this massive card collection of Marvel superheroes, and he has like a decent collection. And I invited him over, and I was like, oh, let's show each other his cards, you know? And he left crying, you know. My card collection was a lot better than his and in depth, and, you know. So hell yeah.
You were upset though, right? That the
Yeah, I
doctor
was
called that
upset.
fight. You were
I was
visibly
I
upset.
was super upset because I knew the groundwork I was laying in for those 3 rounds. I knew the traps that I was setting up for the last finale rounds, you know. And if you've seen me fight, you know I'm a surgeon, and I'm always thinking a couple steps ahead. And you can see the work that was being laid out, not just to the head, but to the body as well. I was digging to the kitchen hard, and that was to take his legs away from him in the 4th and 5th round. And his strategy that he wasn't in that good of shape, so he was saving it for the 4th and 5th round. That's crazy, man. Does that make sense to you guys?
It was laugh out loud funny that he was about to execute his game plan in the 4th and 5th rounds.
He does
after
say
you pummeled
that.
him for 3.
He does say that, though. And to be fair, against McGregor, he was strong late.
Against McGregor, but we're talking about a tiger from the wild and an animal that's been domesticated. It's a huge difference. I don't get tired and shy away from anybody. I've lost fights because I've been outpointed or I've been outskilled in the position, but I've never lost a fight because my fatigue was in question and I was hurt and I was tired and I was backing up. My nickname dictates that I'm not taking a step back. Whether I'm tired or hurt, you're just going to get more of a dog out of me. And Diaz knew that, but he's got to sell the rematch, so he's got to say things that I saw him put out something that the moment that you thought about quitting, when I'm on top of him, punching him in the face. This guy's a mind reader, man.
Fight again, correct? Because your fights have been so fast.
Yeah, I mean, like this year, my combined time in the octagon was what, 91 or 96 seconds. That's my combined time in the octagon in 2019. So I should be fighting maybe 4 times this year. I'm struggling to fight even 3 times, and it seems to not be possible.
Are you confident that beginning of next year you will fight again?
I don't know. They have to tell me. I don't have no idea.
Okay.
As I said before, they just keep me in the side, and I don't have no promise. I don't have nothing going on right now, and that's why we're gonna try and negotiate Dana White